Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gamers Vault, and I'm your host, James. As I promised, I got back from my vacation, and I am back to give you a replay video, so you guys can check out the new replay. I didn't get enough chance to go through things and get things set up for the replay, only because I was so busy trying to get ready for my trip, and I couldn't. But I didn't want to just leave you guys with nothing while I was away. I wanted to give you at least the unboxing video and some basic stuff on the replay itself, which has been pretty cool. So, a lot of you guys joined my channel, so again, I want to say thank you for those people who are just joining up. Thank you so much. And a lot of you guys have asked questions related to the replay, and I'm trying to do the very best to answer your questions to the best of my abilities. If you feel, again, I'm going to say this, I mentioned it in the video, but I'm going to mention it again. If you feel that I haven't answered your questions to your satisfaction, definitely leave me a comment. I will get back to you guys. I always will help the best way I can. And if you have any other suggestions about the replay, what should I put on there? What do you want to see? Leave them down below. I'd be more than happy to test it out and show you guys what you want to see. Because this is why I have the replay, is to show you guys what is so fun about it. In this video, I go over adding the ROMs, kind of like a broad stroke of adding ROMs to for the video. I show you two games that a viewer asked about in the comments section of my last video. So I go over that and answer a question about cheats. I want to remind you guys that the replay is still a mini computer like any other PS4 or just the Xbox One. These are still mini computers that run the emulators, and these are just emulators that are not made by the replay people. They are made by people who are just fans of doing things like that. I can also recommend to join the Replay Central, which is what, if you have any questions or comments, a lot of them are answered there as well. So just join them. It's the best way to do it. Either way, guys, I want to tell you the next video I will be working on would be my Famicom. I got a power. I have to fix a power issue with the Famicom. Also, what I did get in the mail recently while I was away is this. Hold on, I had it safely. I don't want to put it out there, but is this. So what is this? Well, this is 60 pin to 80 pin. So basically what this is it allows me to put this in my Famicom and put American cartridges on top, and it'll read American cartridges. That's basically what this is made to do. So pretty cool. I will be showing you that in later videos, but for now, at least I wanted to give you a little excerpt to the next video that I will be having. Either way, guys, now that I showed you everything and I explained everything I can, let's get started. Everybody, so I wanted to tell you guys before, but never too late than never, right? Happy 4th of July for those who live in the States or actually abroad and American. Happy 4th. Now, my last video, like I said to you guys before, a lot of you guys had questions about it, and I do appreciate that. So I'm going to go through some of the questions. Unfortunately, my capture card can only do so much. It won't let me show you what the questions are, but if you look at my last video, you'll see it. It's there. All right. I'm going to do that anyway because I have to let this replay find my controller, because that's basically what it's going on right now. Anyway, the first question was, can I make a video on how to add ROMs? That's a really good question. So let's take that one first. The first thing to do is, if you look at the menu here, you want to do a download location. Now, I told you guys before, I got a 1 terabyte hard drive, but I got to tell the replay where it's at. So I'm going to select that. Right now, it sees my current drive, which is C. That's not the drive I want you to see. I want you to see the D drive. So I'm telling it to download all ROMs, downloading all ROMs to the D drive. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. You're going to see it in a minute. Now that we did that, we're going to escape. And we're going to escape to Windows. Now, I'm going to show you two ways on how to get your ROMs in here. But this is the first way that it kind of cheats a little, but you'll get it when you see it. It's one of those, when you see it, you'll get it. Now the D drive is my terabyte hard drive I told you about. So it's there. And as you can see, it automatically made ROMs. And you can drag and drop your ROMs into these folders there. So you can actually go to it. I apologize for the what you're seeing. It's a little bit... I can't explain it, but it's because of my capture card. Let's put it that way. So as you can see, you can drag and drop your ROMs there, and you'll be able to get what you need. Now I'll explain to you. So if you go into arcade for this instance, you'll see that I have Star Wars Trilogy. That's going to lead into my next question that someone had asked me. So you can drag it there, it'll pop up on your replay menu, and you're good to go. The next question, let's take a look here. Is there a way to enter cheats in the emulators? On the replay's front face, no. There's no way to do it. Now, if you go into the C drive, I'll show you real quick so you guys can get it. If you go into the C drive, and you go over to emulators, you can add them by going there and opening up the emulators that way and getting it that way. That's the best way that I've seen so far that you can do it. It's not made on the replay's front face. I don't know if they had that option there. But if you join Replay Central and leave some comments there, I've left some comments there too to let them know that maybe they should add it as a future update, because they do update this software on this replay. They really do. So I want to make sure they got what they get. You know, it's always good to have more and more options. All right, the next question: how do Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PlayStation? How do Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PlayStation and Star Wars Trilogy Arcade play on the Dreamcade? Very, very, very good question. It's kind of hard to answer. Let's take it one step at a time, shall we? PlayStation. Now, on the Retro Reload, which is if you go into the menu, and I'll open up the menu, so you guys can see, you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. If you go into the menu, when it loads up, you're gonna notice. Get that out of there. You're gonna notice. See if I can get my controller to connect. That's one thing I noticed about the replay. Sometimes the controllers lose connection. It may be just my capture card that's doing it, because it can't. That little box can only have so much power. So, anyway, let me see here. Either my card went to sleep or the replay went to sleep. One or the other. So let's put this in here, which is my keyboard, because that's one thing. And then I'm going to put this over here, which is the replay controller. There you go. See? Had to fix it. Okay, so just to guys give you a heads up, I'm going to bring my camera over so you guys can see it. Before we continue on, I got to show you how the setup works, because if you get your replay, you're going to be totally lost. And I was lost for hours trying to figure this out. So I'm going to bring my camera. I'm going to bring it back up again. There we go. And I'm going to show you my replay. Alright, so take this. So as you can see, that's where my keyboard is, which is on the slot where the two blue USB drives are. So that's where my keyboard is. This is where I'm using to charge the controller. Now, charge the controller. Remember, you guys are going to have, if you guys got the replay controller, you're going to have a dongle. Now, I'm going to turn this around just a little bit. And if you look behind here, you're going to see that I have the dongle right next to the DC port. That's considered player 1. So make sure you plug that in there so that the replay knows that that's what you want, is player 1. Okay. There you go. So, with that being said, let's go back, shall we? Bring this back down again. There we go. Now that I showed you guys that, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Now, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to answer your question about Star Wars Trilogy because I find that to be important. And I want to answer your question about the games. Now, you can go ahead here and add new games. I have one problem with it, and it's just one specific problem with it. The problem that I'm seeing is that what they use is Retro Reload, which is kind of like the Internet Game Database. And in their Internet Game Database, excuse me, it does have a lot of games that you can download. But they're not complete. They're not all games. They're just games that are there freely, that people donate to put in there to update, to upgrade, all that stuff. So just to give you an idea, guys, you know. Hey guys, sorry about that. So my keyboard was giving out random codes to the replay because it was dying, the battery's dying. So I'm having the replay charge it as I go along and tell you guys about it. So if I typed in Retro Reload, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, you're going to notice the first thing is that you're not going to find any PlayStation stuff there. There is no PlayStation stuff on Retro Reload. I took a look around. It gives you different Mortal Kombats, N64, NES. I guess some of them are fan-based. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. They do have them there, but not all of them are on there. So you had to play with the Retro Reload, but you're not gonna find what you want. So the main thing I did was I had to go to a third-party site. Go ahead and hit escape, and a third-party site was able to give me, let me close this out because I don't need this open, was able to give me a Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Now, here's the problem. Since I did not download from that site, usually when you download it, it does it as if you're using it like a zip file, right? Since I wasn't able to do it because of because of that, I can't get the zip file. So thus the replay itself, at least the front end, will not be able to play the game. So how do you play the game, right? So if I go into this PC, go over to the C drive, go over from the C drive over to emulators, and then PSX, you notice the emulator is there. And from there, we're able to play the game. So I'll show you how I run it. So I'm going to hit File, and then Run ISO. It's going to automatically find it there. So I'm going to just tell it that go ahead, and boom, it's gonna load it right from there. Now, here's what I found when playing the game directly on here. And it's gonna load in a minute, guys. It takes time. What I found with this is that it glitches a bit. It does play the game, but it glitches. Let's see here. Oh, and it did. There you go. Ta-da! It was a pain. As you can see, it does do its job and plays. Let's see what happens next. So I'm just pressing start just to get it to play the game. You can play whatever you want, but honestly, it's very glitchy. See? Even after I select something, it freezes. But it does play, you know. See? After I select something. See? The replay controller actually is kind of comfortable. It is lightweight. I definitely would consider getting a second one. Oh, as you can see, I really do stink at Mortal Kombat. So there you go. And then it freezes. I'm going to tell you about that reason why it's doing that, the controller, in a minute. I'm going to show you. So, let's get out of this game. I made my point. It does work. So, right now, that's the only way I was able to play Mortal Kombat Trilogy unfortunately, without using the replay, because it only reads WinZip files, not .bin files, which is what the Trilogy runs off of. The next thing is, the reason why you saw the controller going back and forth is because Windows is using the Dreamcade's custom virtual mouse. So I'm controlling the mouse right now with the replay controller. So that's the only reason why you saw that. It's used. It's supposed to use the replay with or without the controller. In the menu it disables it, but it doesn't disable it when it gets into the actual unit itself. So we're gonna go into the replay. The next question was, are you able to play Star Wars Trilogy Arcade? The answer is going to be a little harder than that. It really is. And you're going to see in a minute why. So I'm going to go over to Arcade. And I have Star Wars Trilogy downloaded. It's going to load normally. I want you guys to see it get the full effect before I give you my comments on it. So, I'm going to put in quarters. I use the select button to do it. And this is how it looks. Mind you, it's not I personally believe it's the emulator that's doing this, because this is like Star Wars version 1.0 or 1.2. It's only the basic one you can get. It loads up like this, and when you get in the game, it's virtually unplayable. It really isn't. So no, to answer your question about Star Wars Trilogy, currently it does not play on the replay. It does not. It doesn't play right on the replay. So you're going to see that in a second, guys, once I get into the game. And this is how it looks in the game. It looks like that. I'm going to skip through a lot of stuff and look. As you can see, it really is not something I can recommend. There is no audio. The audio is not muted, guys. There literally is no audio. I'm shooting, and as you can see, using a controller, at least like this, it really is very uncomfortable. Again, no audio is played, and it runs really, really, really slow. So, in a way, no, it really doesn't play what you want it to play, to be honest with you. So I'm going to switch back over to my TV, my monitor. Switch it back over. And get to the next question. Let's see here. Okay, so the next question was, when you download games, does it show the time for how long the screen should be open before you close it and go to the game. Honestly, I read this question twice and I don't understand what you mean. Does it show you a time? No, it doesn't show you a time of how long it stays on the screen at all. So if that answers your question, if you want a little bit more elaboration, just put it down comments below on the new video and I'll get back to that one. So that is the case. Everything else, everyone love the way the replay works. So the replay has some quirks that needs to be worked out of it, guys, but it is playable, and I will be doing more videos with this replay in the future. So I hope they answered most of your questions. If I haven't, again, put them down below, and we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Either way, guys, I will see you next time in the vault. Take care and happy 4th of July.
Classic gaming never goes out of style, and if you're like me, the games you grew up playing hold a special place in your heart. Unfortunately, getting these timeless consoles playing on your new smart TV can be almost impossible. I'm Michael Ware, and I'm excited to reveal a special project we've been working on here at Dream Arcades. Never again worry about connecting consoles, finding cartridges, or configuring emulators. Introducing the latest addition to the Dreamcade family, the Dreamcade Replay, a universal vintage gaming console. Now you can easily enjoy all your favorite classics on one machine. The Replay is simple to connect, supports numerous retro controllers, even wireless authentic arcade controls. Each console not only comes loaded with over 100 licensed classics like Miss Pac-Man, Centipede, and Breakout, but you can easily download thousands more, making this the ultimate retro arcade. The Replay Mobile's 6-hour battery life takes gaming on the go to a whole new level. And to connect it to your TV, just use the included HDMI cable.
The Dreamcade Replay is loaded with classic console emulators ready to play. And with Dream Arcade's exclusive Retro Reload software, it's simple to add your favorite games from almost any console. Dream Arcade's open platform enables advanced users to add emulators, create custom themes, and share games with friends. Yet, it's simple enough for kids to play. But the Replay doesn't stop with just video games. From Netflix to Steam, Windows 10 works with all your software, games, and apps, making the Replay an entertainment powerhouse.
By utilizing the newest embedded processor technology, we've integrated dozens of platforms into a small, affordable console that represents the next generation of classic gaming. The hardware and software designs are complete, but we need your help to produce the injection molds and finalize the online experience. With more than 12 years building retro gaming goodness and a proven track record, our dedicated team has the knowledge and expertise to handle large-scale manufacturing and ensure customer satisfaction.
Our drive for excellence is fueled by our passion for retro gaming and your ongoing support. We're excited about the Replay, but to bring it to life, we need your help. As a thank you, we're offering special one-time pricing available only on Kickstarter. So if you love retro gaming as much as we do, we urge you to be one of the first to own the Dreamcade Replay and secure your spot in the retro revolution.